Along with this video, you've been sent a link to this form in Google Drive. Click on the link to the form and save the form to your desktop. This is a purchase request form which staff need to use to order classroom resources from approved TDSB vendors. And these are resources that cannot be ordered through the TDSB distribution center, which we talked about in a previous video. The purchase request form is a fillable form, so you simply need to click your cursor in the appropriate line and type in your information. In order to fill in the purchase request form accurately before you email it to Calico, there's certain information that you need to get from the vendor. So in this case, we're going to be ordering something from Grandin Toy. So I've gone onto the Grandin Toy website, and I now want to check out the particular item that I'm ordering. So for example, maybe I'm doing a journaling assignment with my students, and I've checked the TDSB distribution catalog, and the kinds of journals I'm looking for are not available. So I'm going to go on here to office supplies. I'm going to find the notebooks here, click on this icon. And I want to get some, nice notebooks students will want to be interested in writing on. So this looks good. Journals and professional notebooks. Okay. And Blue Line Miracle Bind notebook. So this looks pretty good, and it's a reasonable price. So I'll click on that. Okay, so the information I need to get from the product information is the name of the item, the cost of the item, and the product information number. So I won't be adding this to cart as I'm buying this through a purchase order to Calico. Once you've found the product information that you need to order your materials, you're now ready to complete this form. So you're going to start by checking this box here. I would like to purchase the following items using a TDSB approved vendor. You're going to put in the date, your name, and the address, the name of the program, the room number, and the address of the school in which your program is located, the address of the school, Toronto, and the postal code. So these are consumable items. And as they are consumable items, once they're ordered from Calico, they will be delivered directly to the school in which your program is located. So it's very important that you identify the name of the program and again, the room number and the school. Because when it arrives at the school, if there's no name or program number on it, then the caretakers have no way of knowing who to deliver it to. So once you've done that, you need to put the name of the vendor. So in this case, it was Grandin Toy. And I should point out here that if you are ordering from 3 or 4 different vendors, and you need a different form, you need a new form to complete a new form for each vendor. So if it's Spectrum, you need a different form. If it's Creative Toys, you need a different form. So this is dedicated to Grandin Toy. So that information, I got the product number of that notebook. Here it is right here under product number ISBN. The name, Blue Line Miracle Bind Notebook, under item description. The cost per unit, and I maybe have 6 students. So I want to purchase 6 of the notebooks. And then the form totals up automatically. So here's the total down here. So this is the amount that will come out of your classroom budget. And make sure that you identify your name and your class budget from which the cost will be deducted. So once you've filled in the form, and maybe there are other items that you want from Grandin Toy, you can put them in here. Now you're going to save this to your desktop with your name and identify it as your purchase request, and then email it at Calico to the OA that is designated for your program, whether it's elementary or secondary. The OA will then place this into SAP. The items will be ordered and then shipped directly to your classroom. When you email your purchase request to the OA, first of all, don't forget to attach your purchase request and also put the name of the vendor and the fact that it's a purchase request for you in the subject line. It makes it a lot easier for the OA. Final and very important stage of this process is that when the items are shipped to you and you receive them, inside the package, you should find an itemized packing slip with details of every item that arrived in your order. And you might find that certain things are back ordered, or they'll come under a separate package. So once you've taken the packing slip out of the package, you need to check that the items that you ordered are in the package. They're correct and they're present. And if you're satisfied that that is the case, what you need to do now is you need to write on the packing slip that the items were received, and then email this packing slip to the OA who originally purchased the item. And the reason for this is the OA needs to now ensure that the vendor is paid for the items as quickly as possible. So this is an important part of the process that teachers sometimes forget, is letting the OA know that you received your order and verifying that by emailing a copy of the order to the OA.